All right, so you've done it. You've launched the new AI. You promised everyone a productivity revolution, and now you're staring at the messy reality. As a leader, how do you actually navigate the super challenging but ultimately rewarding process of getting AI truly integrated with your team? Well, let's break it down.
Does this sound painfully familiar? Yeah. You hear those whispers, right? Or maybe you get this feedback straight to your face. You spent all this money on a shiny, state-of-the-art tool that was supposed to make everyone faster, but it's actually making things slower. Look, this is not a sign that you failed. It's a sign that the real work has just begun.
So what is really going on here? The pilot program looked amazing, the demos were mind-blowing, but now that real people are using it every day, performance has kind of taken a nosedive. The good news? This dip is totally predictable, it's manageable, and in this explainer, we're going to walk through exactly how you can lead your team through it and come out way, way stronger on the other side.
Okay, so here's our roadmap. First, we'll do a quick reality check on AI. Then, we're going to map out this thing called the transition curve. You'll see. It's a game changer. After that, we'll talk about measuring what actually matters, how to lead the human side of all this, and finally, how to create what we call a virtuous cycle of improvement.
First things first, when people get their hands on a new AI tool, they don't just magically become more productive overnight. In fact, a lot of the time, the exact opposite happens. And it's so important to understand that this initial dip isn't a bug, It's a totally predictable part of the human adoption process. This isn't about the tech failing, it's about people adapting.
And there's actually a name for this whole experience that will completely reframe how you see the problem. It's called the transition curve. Think of this as a framework for understanding the emotional and, the productivity journey your team is on. So instead of panicking when you see the numbers drop, you can just recognize it for what it is, the first necessary step on a predictable path to success. And that path usually looks something like this. Week 1. Pure skepticism. Your team is triple-checking every single thing the AI spits out, which, of course, is going to slow them down. But then, over the next couple of weeks, you see a shift. They start to realize, hey, this thing is actually pretty good, and that trust starts to build. By the second month, it's really becoming part of the workflow. And by month 3, you finally hit that magic moment, optimization. They're not just using the tool, they're actually leveraging it. So here's the crucial takeaway. You need to expect, and I mean plan for, a 10 to 20% drop in productivity in those first couple of weeks. This is normal. Seriously, don't roll out a huge AI project during your busiest quarter. Build in some adjustment time and make sure you communicate to your team and to your own bosses that this little dip is all part of the plan. Okay, you've survived the initial dip. Phew. Now, how do you know if you're actually succeeding? This is where measurement comes in. And honestly, it's probably the most critical decision you'll make in this whole process. Because if you measure the wrong things, you will absolutely end up chasing the wrong goals and celebrating the wrong wins. So here's mistake number 1. Your tech team is celebrating because the model has 92% accuracy. That's fantastic. But what if your customers care more about getting a fast answer than a perfect one? An 85% accurate model that gives an answer instantly might actually create way more business value. Don't just measure technical correctness, measure the real-world business impact. And here's the second big trap. You hear, our agents are handling 50% more tickets. And that sounds incredible, doesn't it? But what if your customer satisfaction score has totally tanked because the quality of those conversations went down the drain? It's so easy to push more volume with lower quality. You have to measure both to get the real story. So what should you be tracking to get that full picture? Well, your dashboard really needs 4 key areas. First, business impact. That's stuff like revenue and customer sat. Second, productivity, and that means both throughput and quality. Third, adoption. Not just if people are using it, but how often. And finally, user confidence. Are they actually trusting and accepting the AI's suggestions? Altogether, these give you a real holistic view of what's happening. Now that we've got our metrics sorted, let's talk about the most important part of this whole equation, your people. I mean it. The best tool in the entire world will fail if you don't actively manage the disruption and, the fear that AI can store up on your team. This is the elephant in every single room. The second you say AI, this is what your team hears. You absolutely cannot ignore this question, and you can't answer it with some vague corporate speak. You have to hit it head on with total clarity and a real commitment. And this is exactly how you do it. You make these commitments directly, out loud. We will not have layoffs because of this tool.
We are going to invest in training you for the new skills you'll need. Be honest that jobs will change. They're going to shift away from the boring routine stuff and toward judgment and creative problem solving. This kind of transparency, it's completely non-negotiable.
And listen, this isn't just about being a good person. It is just smart business. Data from McKinsey shows that companies that commit to no AI-related layoffs see a 40% higher adoption rate. And why? Well, it's pretty simple. People are way more willing to embrace a tool and even help you make it better when they know they aren't training their own replacement.
So the crucial point here is that you can't just hand someone a new hammer and tell them to keep working the exact same old way. You have to work with your team to redesign the whole process. If AI is now handling all the routine data entry, what kind of amazing analysis can your team do with all that freed up time? That's where the real value gets unlocked, and it's a conversation you need to have together.
Which brings us to our final section, and really the ultimate goal here. We're not trying to replace humans, we're trying to create a powerful partnership. A successful AI integration creates this awesome virtuous cycle where both the person and the system get smarter together.
And this partnership just works because humans and AI bring totally different but complementary strengths to the table. We humans bring judgment, context, creativity, empathy. The AI brings the speed, the volume, and the pattern recognition. Your job as a leader is to design workflows where each partner does what they do best, using AI to augment human judgment, not to replace it.
Here's how that cycle works in the real world. Step 1. The AI suggests something. Step 2. Your team member uses their expertise to validate it. They either accept it or they override it. And step 3, this is the most important part, that human feedback gets fed back into the system. The AI gets smarter because of human expertise, which in turn makes the human even more effective. It's beautiful.
So if you remember just one thing from all of this, please let it be this. Managing AI-augmented performance is, at its core, all about managing the human transition. You have to expect that initial productivity dip, you have to measure the business outcomes that truly matter, and most importantly, you have to lead your team through this change with total honesty and a clear commitment to their future.
And that leaves us with one final question for you to really think about. As you're planning your next big AI project, ask yourself, are you just trying to automate away a few tasks? Or are you aiming for something much, much bigger, to augment the judgment, the creativity, and the problem-solving power of your entire team? The answer to that question is going to define your success.